Then look, I'll say this to you, Wajid, when we've had to go and deal with situations before, and whether we've got the right story and the wrong story and everything like that, and the police turned up and everything, we've ended up spending nights in cells. We've gone that far. We've ended up being arrested, spending nights in cells, and we don't care. And I remember one of the police on an occasion when we went for someone, and it wasn't so much the domestic violence situation. When they took us all in, armed police arrested us because they heard the situation. They put us in. They saw we're Muslims. We wanted to pray our Fajr because by Fajr came and prayed. Then they said to us, if we knew it was this individual that you were going for, we would have given you more time, and then we would have came and cleared up the pieces. When a sister was being abused by someone else, not her own husband, and she and her husband were so scared, so afraid to do anything. And I remember them calling me, and they called another brother because they said, Abdul Haqq, we need your help in this particular instance. And we arrived, and they called the police. And the wife of the perpetrator was upstairs with the sister who'd been abused by him. She was scared herself. And the police were pleading with them, saying, look, report it, lodge a complaint, we can take action. But the wife of the perpetrator and the sister who'd been abused, raped by her husband, and the husband were too scared to do anything. And I'm not one who endorses the police in any shape or form in these instances. But the police on this occasion, I know this from my jahiliyyah, when they can't do anything and it's domestic violence or rape or anything like that, I remember them looking at me and my colleague, and they said to us when they were in the room, we got there and the police were already there with the husband, his wife, the victim, and the wife of the perpetrator. And what's the perpetrator doing? He was downstairs in the car because he told his wife, go up and get the sister. I don't care about her husband. I want her. And she's got to come back now. And the wife knew what her husband was doing. So he was sitting in the car. I kid you not. And this was in the month of Ramadan. So we walked past. I walked straight past the car. It was tinted out. I didn't want to speak to the individual. I didn't know the individual. Went up. Police said, look, we can't do anything if they're not going to file a complaint. One of them nodded at us, gave a wink, disappeared. I knew what that meant. We went back downstairs. The individual came out. Alhamdulillah, the husband got the Dutch courage to come down. I'm not going to say what happened after that, but he got the Dutch courage. The police did not intervene whatsoever. And so I'm saying to you, how far are you prepared to go to defend this sister? How far are you prepared to defend this child? And to be frank, not many of us are prepared to risk arrest, imprisonment, or whatever. However, I'll be frank, Wajid, some of us are. Because we understand what needs to be done and the extent you need to go to send that resounding message. And as we say in the streets of South London, I'll do jail time on account of you. I will do jail time on account of you so that you don't do what's happening again. You might say, well, okay, you going in jail and the individual's still out there and whatever. Oh, no. The network's there. He's gone to jail for you. It's all over. You cannot move in this direction anymore. You should be the one in jail. I remember being in Brixton Mosque one day in the afternoon. We got a phone call and a sister had been attacked. And this is not domestic violence, but she'd been attacked in the local estate. And we were just getting ready to pray during the day. And we rushed across, cars, bikes, everything. And alhamdulillah, he wasn't able to remove her clothing or anything like that, but he got violent and robbed her. We found out where the individual lived on the estate. And I'm going to say this openly. I'm not hiding this. It's known. So when we found out, some of the individuals got there. I mean, we got round there, kicked off the entire window frame of the place where the individual was in, climbed through the window, came through the back door, dealt with stuff. But this individual was known, main drug dealer in the South London area. So our elders said, do you know who you dealt with? And we was like, who? Because we were youngers at that time, younger ones. They said, this is who he is. And the whole of Brixton now, areas of the Brixton community, non-Muslims, like, we're going to kick off against the Muslim community now. So individuals, the elders were like, no, you need to go and apologize to this individual, what we've done. We said, no, we'll bring the noise. Let them know we're here. So one of the families that lived on the estate, their homes were then threatened. So we took everyone round there and put a cordon around that particular home of the sister, her children, the husband. The police turned up. Armed police surrounded aspects of the estates. We saw them behind their cars, standoff. We had our cars, we had enough up there. Whatever we had, I said, move it, so out of arm's reach. They said, you need to move. I said, we are not moving unless you put a security detail outside this home, because we know that some have threatened to burn the home down. I said, no, you need to move. There's going to be arrests. We said, do what you want. We're going to defend this as far as it needs to go. And you know there are going to be mass arrests and there will be casualties. We told the police this. I was there with the colleagues. Police were walking. You can see, so they wanted some action, but they weren't dealing with regular thugs on the street. They were dealing with a Muslim community whose sense of identity, whose sense of responsibility for vulnerable was such that, you know what, if you need to arrest all 40 of us, do so, but it'd be with great difficulty, because we have a sense of purpose that transcends this law. The police retreated, weapons away, disappeared. We kept our security detail out. The individuals around the South London area, who were, not all of them, mind you, who were thinking of doing something, realized this is how far this community will go to protect one Muslim woman, a Muslim family, a Muslim child. That's how we move in Brixton. That's what's needed at a community effort, not some keeping quiet and the other one saying humming and hawing, and the sister realizing she hasn't got any recourse, or the young child, when they get old enough, calling the social services who come to their aid. They leave the religion, they hate the religion because of these experiences here. And excuse me, brothers and sisters, guests who are listening, you've never heard me speak this forcefully before. And I say excuse me, but I'm not apologizing for it, because this is a serious issue that needs to be dealt with seriously, and it causes anger that it's not being dealt with in this instance.